Hello folks, Jack here from Peach Guitars. Today it's a new guitar day from our friends at Reverend. We're going to take a closer look and offer up some first impressions of the Greg Koch Gristle 90. Right, now a lot of you will be familiar with the very cool Gristlemaster model from Reverend Guitars, and even the even cooler version, which was the Peach exclusive butterscotch blonde finish, which we were very pleased to receive a few months ago. Those things have been doing very, very well for us, but Greg Koch wanted to change up the formula slightly and offer you all a second model to his lineup from Reverend. This time around we've been treated to slightly more, I would say, Gibson-inspired design, though obviously it's still got the traditional, the Gristlemaster style, slightly enlarged T-style body that they set out on that first model. But they've incorporated a new set of signature Fishman influence Gristle 90 P90 style pickups on here, as well as this time a set neck design. Obviously they've gone for the glossy finish, so it's kind of a little bit of a hybrid. With this Bigsby tailpiece as well, it makes for a total departure from the first issue of the Gristlemaster. And yet it's still within the same family, so it's quite a unique instrument, and I just wanted to spend a few moments today talking you through my first impressions of this guitar. Now we will have Greg on the channel very soon, where he will detail all the thoughts that he had with regard to designing this model and what he wanted to get out of it. But I'm just going to offer you up my impressions, and hopefully that will suggest to you some ideas that may convince you to pick one of these up for yourself, as well as the tried and true Gristlemaster. Okay, so this Gristle 90, like I said, seems to take a little bit more inspiration from the Gibson camp, and I really like that. I've been playing a lot of set neck guitars as of late, as you may have seen here on the channel, and whenever you get an instrument like this, the first test of it really that you look for is that resonant punch, how much sustain it has, and also how much that allows the notes to bloom in a really pleasing way. It's not always the case. Sometimes you get guitars that have loads and loads of sustain, but they actually end up giving you quite a dull attack. And that's where I think the introduction of the telly style body, which is a little bit thinner. You've also got the same genetic makeup on this as the Gristlemaster. So it's the Carina wood body that's chambered, so it's naturally quite a zingy, resonant, loud sounding guitar anyway. This body style with the slightly elongated scale length as well brings you back some of that top end clarity that's sometimes missing from set neck guitars. So it's perfect. It's the perfect balance really of all things, and I guess that Greg just wanted to have a little bit more of that traditional style of guitar building on his signature lineup as well, to complement the T-style Gristlemaster. So it's a cool pairing. So the big news with this guitar, apart from the Bigsby tailpiece, which does make a nice addition to this, it kind of turns this into a little bit more of a great rhythm guitar, I feel. The Gristlemaster is great, really well suited for Greg's fast style lead playing. This one has a little bit more of a rhythm style soul to it. So apart from that though, the big news is the new pickups. So Fishman have developed a new set of P90 style pickups for Greg. Once again, this control plate will be familiar to anyone who's seen the Gristlemaster before. You've got a push-pull push-push switch down here and a push-pull pot. The push switch gives you a second voicing on these pickups. It kind of pushes the mids out a little bit. It's not quite as drastic as the two distinct different voices you get out of the Gristlemaster telly. This one just kind of takes the voicing of these pickups, which is still hum cancelling, by the way, so if you're kind of the kind of person who strays away from single coils because of the noise, you don't have to worry about that here. This just pushes the mids out a little bit, makes it a little bit more gnarly. If you're playing lead lines, it sticks out in the mix a little bit more. The push-pull pot that I talked about actually is kind of a hidden feature I didn't know about until picking these guitars up for the first time today. It gives you a reverse phase option in the middle position. So if you know Greg's playing, you know he's a big fan of those squawky, chicken picking type tones, and though you might traditionally associate that with a Tele bridge pickup, you can actually get some really cool results using the out phase sound. With these two P90s, it's really clear, it's really bell-like, it's got a lot of harmonic overtones, and you're going to hear in the clip of this guitar, particularly in open G, it just turns this into a real kind of retro tone that I think works quite well for textural parts, but it also just makes for a hell of a rhythm tone. Now the biggest thing that stood out to me about these guitars when I picked them up for the first time is the feeling of the neck. The Gristlemaster had a really nice feel because it had that roasted maple satin finished neck that Reverends mostly have in their lineups. This is the first time I think I've played a guitar from them that has a gloss finish, and they've done it superbly well. It's really hard to get a gloss finish feeling nice under the hand, particularly if you want to go for some slightly faster lines and your hands can sometimes get caught up. A lot of guitar players stray away from glossy finish neck for that reason. This doesn't have any of that, and I don't know what they've done to the profile. It's quite a flat radius on this board as well. It's just a super comfortable neck, really easy to navigate. You kind of got, I don't know if they've just kind of rounded off the edges of this neck heel, so it just feels super comfortable. You don't feel like you're hitting into a block of wood when you get up to the high end of the fingerboard. And it's just little details like that that make for a super comfortable guitar. And I've just spent a lot of time playing these guitars, and they all have that element to them. So I don't know if this neck was based off anything in particular. We'll talk to Greg about that in the future and kind of get his thoughts on what he modeled this neck after. But whatever he did, it's worked very well. And the difference in having the dark, the rosewood fingerboard as well, just under the fingers, it gives a different feel to the maple with the maple neck and the maple board. This just feels totally different. A little bit more of that Gibson style coming in, but it's still uniquely Reverend. It's got that slick, modern, but still retro throwback feel at the same time. It's that unique paradox, if you will, that works very well for Reverend guitars. I don't think we should really consider this a version 2 of Greg's signature. This is just a continuation of the range, and who knows what we're going to see next. Maybe we'll move on to some humbucking model guitars in the future. But for now, between this Gristle 90 and the traditional Gristlemaster, that's a hell of a lineup for Reverend guitars, just for Greg Koch alone. So if you're interested in finding out more about this guitar, like I say, Greg will feature on the channel very soon, and we'll chat to him about his thoughts and his kind of ideals between why he would pick one guitar over the other. I think that'll be very interesting to find out. But in the meantime, if you'd like to find out any more information about the Gristle 90, the Gristlemaster or any of the other Reverend products that we stock here at Peach, click the link in the description below, head to our website peachguitars.com, and you'll find out everything you could possibly want to know right there. there we are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please remember to leave a like down below, comment down below with your thoughts as well, and let us know what you think about this guitar. Hit subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and remember to ring the bell so you're notified whenever we go live with a video. Thanks for watching, take care, I'll see you very soon.